Here I have the Maison Margiela Never Ending Summer from the Replica line. If you don't know about the Replica line, it's a reproduction of familiar scents and moments on varying locations and periods. So the scent is supposed to remind you of a location or an event in time in your life. This particular one is the Amalfi Coast 2022, and the fragrance description is a refreshing bright orange. The main accords are citrus, woody, fresh, spicy, aromatic, warm, spicy, fresh, green, and earthy. The main notes are bitter orange, April, and pepper. Yes, the drink April. The middle notes are Earl Grey tea, cardamom, and nutmeg, with the base notes being cedarwood, patchouli, vanilla, balsam, and cashmere. I love orange scents, and you might be thinking that makes me biased towards orange leaning fragrances, and that is absolutely false. Since I love orange so much, I'm actually much tougher on fragrances that contain orange. For example, I can only really think of two orange fragrances that I really enjoy. One being Afternoon Swim, and the second being this. This only comes in a toilet like most Replica fragrances. So I absolutely love this fragrance because you get that bitter orange but on the opening, but it hits you 10 to 20 seconds later a strong pepper. And what I love about this orange fragrance is like spraying this for the first 5 to 10 seconds literally smells like you took a fresh orange and squeezed it down, because there's so many orange based fragrances and they smell so synthetic, like a Clorox cleaner. Not this one. You get a beautiful orange scent, but if you think it's just going to be orange for a summer fragrance, you still get a lot of spice in there. You get a lot of pepper, a lot of nutmeg, and you get the wood in the base notes. I get a really great 2 hours with this spray. After the third hour, it starts to die down, and by the fourth, it becomes a skin scent where you have to do the dog sniff, where you have to go to kind of smell it. This is a beautiful fragrance. I absolutely love this fragrance. Like if this came in a eau de parfum or a parfum, I would buy the biggest bottle possible. The orange scent in this is absolutely phenomenal. It's wild that this is Amalfi Coast, but I think more of the land version of the coast than closer to the actual coast itself, because there's no oceanic type of vibe in here, no type of water vibe. From Afternoon Swim, I think of orange tree at the pool or even on the coast. You can say coast, but I think more towards pool. Here I'm thinking on the land, the tree, because you get the sense of not only the orange but the leaves in there, like the earthy smell. My biggest gripe is just really that the performance isn't amazing. You have to keep in mind this is a toilet. On skin, it's not too bad. On clothes, you get an hour to 2 max, because I sprayed this tons over my shirt. Nothing. Like, I don't smell this fragrance at all on my clothes. Overall, as a snob, as someone who finds it hard to get a nice orange fragrance, but keep in mind the longevity on this isn't great. Most citrus orange scents aren't great as well for purposes, at least the ones I like Afternoon Swim. But if you like Afternoon Swim, or you don't like the oceanic scent from that, which I haven't met a person who does not love Afternoon Swim, the biggest gripe is that it doesn't last long. This is a beautiful fragrance for summertime. My biggest gripe is that it's a toilet. If they made this in a parfum, this is purchased immediately. If I had to give this a rating, I would give it a 6 or 7 out of 10. This is definitely one you're going to have to overspray, and you're going to have to touch up after 5 to 6 hours.